Today we are talking about the brand new tracks available in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in Booster Course Pass Wave 2. Welcome back to Jimmy's Toys. I'm Jimmy. Newly added tracks were released today by Nintendo. It's been a long time coming. I think it's been like 5 months or close to it since the first wave came out. And so we're excited to hop in here and take a look around. We're going to be going into the Turnip Cup. Turnip Cup has New York Minute from Tour, Mario Circuit 3 from Super Nintendo, Calamari Desert from N64, and Waluigi Pinball from the DS. I did play Mario Kart Tour a little bit when it first released, so I'm a little familiar with this New York themed track. I like this one because it varies the track elements, like you're in the same environment, but it's not the same lap after lap. I like when tracks get mixed up like that, so it seems a little fresh, especially after having Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. I think it came out 8 years ago. I got the Wii U Christmas of 2016, so as it was already on the way out, and I got Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U in July of 2017. So it's been 5 years, a little over 5 years that I had that game, and then I've had a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch for a little over 3 years. And so I played many hours of Mario Kart 8 on both of those platforms. I still played way more on the Wii U than I have on the Switch, just because it was new to me at the time. And when I got it on the Switch, it was something that was honestly old. I'm glad that there are finally these newer tracks that give me the option to play new things. And I did pay for the download. I paid the $24.99 for this expansion pass because Mario Kart is one of my favorite games, really ever. The series, especially overall, is one of my favorite game series ever. And yes, right now I do have the expansion pack for the Nintendo Online, but I do not think I will renew that next year when it is time to renew that, because I just haven't played it very much. I have checked out some of the N64 games, some of the Genesis games. I'm not using that enough for me to justify keeping it, and especially since I already purchased the Mario Kart download previously, I don't need it necessarily. So, the next track was from the Super Nintendo, and we have several of these. I haven't gone back through to look, but this is just like all the other ones, realistically. You know, the little weird old walls, nothing special, no anti-gravity, just a kind of a boring old track from a game from, was it 93 or 92? And they're fine. It's different, so I'm glad that it's different, but nothing challenging here. Just more of the same. All right, so next track in this circuit is one of my favorites of this new package of releases. I'm a fan of Mario Kart 64, and here we have the Calamari Desert. This is from the N64, but again, they've mixed it up. This isn't just the N64 track 3 times around. We actually have 3 unique laps, which I'm a fan of. And if they did that more and more in the rest of these tracks as they come out, I mean, we have 16 out of the 48. There are still 32 more tracks coming over the next 4 waves. There are 6 waves total between now and the end of next year. So who knows exactly how that'll work. The fact that there's 4 left out of like 15 months, maybe every 3.5 months or so-ish, we'll see. So I like that we mix it up here again. I like that we were able to go down the railroad track. That's one of the fun parts of this little loop. Now, I will say, going off-roading here, you definitely get slowed down if you hit that sand. I think that's a nice addition to the track. Needs that skill to stay on the right line. So unless you're using that little autopilot thing where you can't hit the side of the track, you have to take some precaution here and there when you may fly off into the sand and get slowed down or run into the train or the wall or something. I like going through the tunnel. That was one of the highlights of this track. And so of the first 4, this is probably my favorite in this Turnip Cup. So the last one is Waluigi Pinball from the DS. Now I have all of the Mario Kart games that are available for home consoles or portable systems, except for, oddly enough, the N64 game. I really do like that one, and I have played that on Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack a little bit. But I have the Super Nintendo one, I have Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, Wii, GameCube. I have all the rest of them. And so this one is a good one. I like it. It's been a while since I played Mario Kart DS, but it is a good one. It has more features probably than any other Mario Kart game. feel like there's always the opportunity to go back and add more features. But at this point, considering this game has been out for 8 years and they're adding twice the amount of tracks, I don't think we're going to get another Mario Kart game anytime soon. Like, it may be many, many years before we get another Mario Kart game. I like the pinballs. This is to me, a throwback track. Whereas many people who maybe didn't play the DS, this would be all new, which is kind of the fun part about these being on the Switch and being accessible to over 113 million people. I know that the Mario Kart hasn't sold that many copies, but I think that's the current number of Switches sold. So there's a lot of people out there who have access to these tracks that they may have never played before, which I think is a big bonus. Now, this is a fan favorite, and it was fun, but the Calamari Desert was my favorite of that first 4 of these new tracks. Now, as we go into the Propeller Cup, I did mix up my kart, my tire, and my little glider deal there. The Propeller Tour has Sydney Sprint from Tour, Snowland from the Game Boy Advance, Mushroom Gorge from the Wii, which is one of my favorites, and an all-new track called Sky High Sunday. Sydney Sprint, I like this one. Again, it mixes up the track layout. It's not just the same loop-de-loop-de-loop. I think that's fun. I think it's fun. Honestly, just these real-world themed ones are good. I like the Paris one on the last set of tracks quite a bit. The New York ones, it's okay. I like the Sydney one better than the New York one. The Sydney Opera House being here especially is a kind of a highlight to me. Some of the other things, I don't know that there's a giant theme park in downtown Sydney. I haven't ever heard or seen that. I think that was like the Sydney Harbor Bridge probably here. I know that's kind of a big deal. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, apart from that, I don't know if any of this is even remotely accurate to the city of Sydney, but I do have an admiration for Australia. I think it seems like an amazing place. And from anything from the Crocodile Hunter to some of my favorite podcasts have originated down that way. And so props to Australia being represented here in Mario Kart. I don't think there's a lot more for me to say there. So let's go on to the next track. Just in general, as we're moving on to the next one, I do think this Propeller Cup was a little more challenging than the Turnip Cup. It wasn't quite as easy to dominate on these. So the next one up is with Game Boy Advance Snowland. And I like the snowy themed tracks in general. One of the ones I would like to come back, and I don't remember if it was DK what. I'm pretty sure it was a Donkey Kong theme level from the, was it Wii? I guess it was the Wii, where you would kind of snowboard up and down the sides of the mountain. That was one of my favorites. I think that would be one. It would be great if they added that one back in. There is something similar to that on the current Mario Kart 8, but not that specific one, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this one, I like the way the roads look. It looked very icy. I didn't really feel a difference with the traction necessarily. I mean, it just seemed like a normal Mario Kart race as far as racing goes. It looks good. I do think in general these tracks, they look fine, but there's definitely not quite the high level of detail as in some of the previous tracks that were made like 8 years ago. These definitely look a little more, I think they look better than Tour, but a little more in the neighborhood of Tour than the other Mario Kart 8 tracks. But yeah, this was a fine one. Nothing spectacular here. Again, not a lot of anti-gravity. Nothing stands out here, but I like it. It's fine. It's something different. So I'm good with that. Okay, so next up, we got Mushroom Gorge from the Wii, and this is one of my favorites. And I'll go ahead and say this before I get started on this track. I feel like this seems shorter. I don't notice anything that's missing, but it feels like the time it takes to move through this entire track felt very quick compared to the Wii. I don't know if it's because the physics are different in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and I'm moving faster. I don't know what it is, but it seems shorter to me than I remembered from years gone by. Because I haven't played the Wii Mario Kart but like once in the past several years. I like this track. I like the added blue mushroom here, although it is a little tricky to fly off of that, to glide off of it, especially when you're getting chased down by red shells and spiny shells. But yeah, this is one of my all-time favorite Mario Kart tracks, so I'm glad that it has returned to easy playability. All right, so next up, we've got the all-new track that, from what I understand, it will go to the Tour app at some point later on. This is a Sky High Sunday. The thing about this track, I feel like gravity's messed up on this track. I don't know what's happening exactly. I feel like I'm floating around when I'm in the air. It feels odd. Now, granted, I know when you're gliding, that's one thing, but when you're not gliding, it feels off. It feels like you're falling very slowly. I don't know why that would be, but it seems like this is something that may be a glitch. I don't know. And there are a couple places here. It's hard to tell what the track is a little bit on the first viewing, but overall it's pretty. I like the ice cream cones and the milk and the whatever, the candies. It's cute, very bright and colorful, but it feels weird. And it is, again, this is also, it feels like a short track as well. I like the long tracks. I really like the tracks that are 3 different long sections. There's only a few of those. Those are probably my favorite. There's a Rainbow Road that's like that. One of the snowy ones like that. One of the F-Zero tracks, I think, too. But yeah, this just seems like a pretty short little circuit. But overall, I'm impressed. I'm glad there's new things. This will bring me back into playing this game some more. It's been a while since I've played it on a regular basis. My wife likes the Mario Kart game. It's one of the few games we will play together. I've talked about not too long ago, we were playing some of the Switch Sports when that came out. I mean, I honestly stopped playing that pretty quickly after I got it. It was kind of a waste. I think an update has come out, so I'll maybe check that out again. So let's wrap up real quick here with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC booster pack stuff. Overall, I'm glad there are 8 new tracks available. I like the Calamari Desert probably the most out of all of them. I like the Sydney one. I like the New York one. Older Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo ones are kind of basic. The new Sunday one is kind of basic. The gravity feels weird. But overall, it's fun. I will definitely be checking these out quite a bit in the near future. And I'd love to hear what you thought about these new tracks. Give me a comment down below. Hit me up on social media. You can follow me at Jimmy's Toys on Instagram or Twitter. If you'd like to hear some of my other thoughts about a recent Switch game, you might want to check out this video right up here.